guys, Callie here. Welcome to another video. Today, I'm giving you another tips and tricks type video. You guys have been asking for more tips on how to work, and I didn't really think I had a lot more tips than the general tips that I gave, but a lot of people want to have fun while working because I always see working is so boring, what do you do to have fun? And of course, what I do to have fun is not going to be the same as what you guys do to have fun, but I still want to give some tips that I do to have fun while I'm working, especially since I do work for long periods of time in Bloxburg. So let's go around here and take a seat and we'll dive right into it. Alrighty, the first tip that I have to have fun while working in Bloxburg is talk to a friend on the phone. I'm sure some of these tips will contradict what I've said in the past, but I have done these things recently since over the course of a year of working on Bloxburg, so many of my ideas and the way I do things have changed. And so talking to a friend or a sibling or anybody on the phone is so much fun while working because then you're distracted, you can have fun talking about whatever you want to talk about, gossiping, whatever, while you're working, and then it distracts you from the time that you're working. So you could work for an hour, 2 hours, and talk to your friend on the phone, and it's great, and you had a good time because you weren't just focused on working the entire time. Because most of the jobs on Bloxburg, you don't even have to pay attention to it really to actually work really well on there. So talking to a friend is so great. I talk to my sister and I get so distracted, but not distracted from the job, just distracted from the fact that I'm working, and it's just a good time. All right, the next tip number 2 is eat food. Eat food. Food is always on my mind. I'm always thinking about food, what kind of snack should I eat? And while I'm working, if you're going to work for a long time, you need to have food. You need to have water, just like your character does when it's working for a long time. You, yourself, you need to have some food as well. Food makes me happy. Whenever I'm eating food, I get happy. So I'm jumping around, not literally, but inside is hey, I got some food. It sounds so weird, but it's so true. Food literally puts me in a good mood and it makes me have fun while I'm working because I'm eating my favorite food, eating my favorite snack while I'm working and probably talking to my friend at the same time. All right, the next tip is something I've already said before. Listen to some hype music. Not just any music, not music that you'll just chill to. Listen to some music that you will sing to, that you will want to dance to, anything that gets you really, really hype and excited. Because once you're in an excited mood, working won't be boring. You won't think about, I'm gonna have to work this hard because I want to build my mansion. No, you're gonna be listening to music and jamming out and working at the same time. And it's okay. While you're working at pizza delivery or fishing, anything, you will literally have a good time if you're listening to some hype music. I always listen to music. Doesn't matter what I'm doing on Bloxburg. Usually I'm listening to music, but when I'm building, when I'm working, when I'm recording and it's just a speed build, I'm literally always listening to music and I'm always having a good time doing that because listening to high music, it puts you in a good mood and it makes you feel great. The next tip to have fun and to have a good time while working in Bloxburg is to take a break and just dance for a few minutes. Taking a break from working never hurt anybody. You're not going to be timed out or anything. Just take a break. Start dancing to the music that you're listening to. Dance while you're eating your food, while you're talking to your friend, and just relax for a second. Because if you're working for a long time, you're sitting down, your butt's probably hurting, your back's hurting. You're I need a break. And it gets boring when you're feeling uncomfortable. So get up, dance for a little bit. Even if you work for 15 minutes. And then you're okay, I need a break. Just dance a little bit. Hey, and then go back and start working again. And take a break every 15 minutes to do that. And you will literally have the best time ever. All right, the 5th and last tip that I have, these are all things that I do, by the way, just so you know. So last tip is watch a funny show or movie. I know some people said that they get distracted when they watch a TV show or a movie, but personally, I feel it works well. I will have my iPad or my phone set up by my computer and just watch that while I am working. And It's literally the best. It doesn't even have to be funny. Like, it can be your favorite movie, a movie that you've seen so many times already, and you just need it so that you can work. And, like, I would watch Moana while I'm working because I know basically all the words and I know all the songs. And so I'll just be singing along and dancing along in my chair, of course, not getting up, or just mouthing along to the movie because I know the movie, it's great, and I already watched it so many times, I don't have to really pay attention to understand what's happening, and I can work at the same time, which is a plus. So these are just some tips that I do myself while I'm working especially for a long time in Bloxburg. So I hope these tips do help you guys. If you guys already do these tips, then bravo to you. If it doesn't work for you, maybe once I continue working again, I can come up with some different tips that might help you. But this is just everything that I do, and I do hope that you can take this and you can apply it to yourselves when you're working so that you can have some awesome builds. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any other tips and tricks, any things that you do to have fun while working, comment them down below. I might like some of them, reply to some of them like, hey, I never thought about that. Because, you know, everyone is different, and I love to hear you guys' opinion, and I would love to hear it. So I'll see you guys next time with another video. Remember to give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and if you made it all the way to the end of this video, comment egg for these 2 ridiculously expensive eggs that are behind me. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!